Good morning, students. Today we are starting a new chapter, that is biomolecules. Biomolecules are organic compound present as essential constituents of living organisms. Being organic in nature, they contain carbon and hydrogen as their essential constituents along with a few more elements. Biomolecules build up all living system and also responsible for growth and maintenance. These may be simplest or complex of low or high molecular masses. The common organic substances which act as biomolecules are carbohydrates, amino acids, protein, enzyme, lipid, nucleic acid, hormones, and vitamins. Each one of them has a specific role to play, and its deficiency is likely to cause imbalance or disorder in the living system. So, biomolecules are the organic compound which form the basis of life. They build up the living system and responsible for their growth and maintenance. Carbohydrates, amino acid, protein, enzyme, lipids, nucleic acid, hormones, and vitamins are the biomolecules. So, first of all, we will be studying about the carbohydrates. As the name is indicating, carbohydrates, meaning hydrates of carbon, was originally given to a class of compound containing only carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen being present in the same ratio as in water. These compounds could therefore be represented by general formula CsCxH2OY. But it is the old definition. This definition has certain limitations. So the first limitation is like the compounds such as rhamnose, deoxyribose are known, which are carbohydrate by their chemical behavior but cannot be represented as the hydrate of carbon. Even there are the substances like formaldehyde and acetic acid which do not behave like carbohydrates but can be represented by this general formula. Now there is a modern definition of carbohydrate is that carbohydrate may be defined as optically active polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketones or the compounds which produce such unit on hydrolysis. Now we'll be studying about the classification of carbohydrates. The carbohydrates can be classified on the basis of the product formed after hydrolysis, on the basis of the taste, that is sugar and non-sugar. It is also the carbohydrates can be classified on the basis of nature like reducing and non-reducing. First of all, we shall be studying about the classification based on the product of hydrolysis. On the basis of the product formed after hydrolysis, the carbohydrates can be classified as monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and polysaccharides. First is monosaccharides. Monosaccharides are the simplest carbohydrates which cannot be hydrolyzed to another molecule. Then is oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides are the carbohydrates which on hydrolysis give around 10 molecules of monosaccharides. Depending upon the number of the monosaccharides produced, they can be further classified as di, tri, or tetrasaccharides. Disaccharides, the carbohydrates which upon hydrolysis give two molecules of same or different monosaccharides are called the disaccharides. For example, sucrose, maltose, and lactose. Trisaccharides means those carbohydrates which on hydrolysis give three molecules of same or different monosaccharides are called the trisaccharides. Then is tetra. Saccharides, tetrasaccharides are the carbohydrates which upon hydrolysis give four molecules of same or different monosaccharides are known as the tetrasaccharides. Next is polysaccharides. Polysaccharides means those carbohydrates which produce large number of monosaccharides after hydrolysis are known as the polysaccharides. For example, starch, cellulose and glycogen. Next is classification on the basis of taste. On the basis of taste, the carbohydrates can be classified as sugar and non-sugar. Sugar means which are sweet in taste, and non-sugar means which are not sweet in taste. And then is on the basis of the nature. On the basis of nature, they can be classified as reducing and non-reducing carbohydrates. All those carbohydrates which contain aldehyde or ketonic group in the hemiacetal or hemiketal form and can reduce Tollens reagent or Fehling reagent are known as the reducing carbohydrate or sugars. Or on the other side, we can say that those carbohydrates which do not reduce these reagent are known as the non-reducing carbohydrates. So this is the different ways by which we can classify the carbohydrates. And tomorrow we shall be studying in detail about the different type of carbohydrates. Thank you.